Her flat front on official HTL. You gotta watch Hollywood Today Live. I love them. And yes, I am watching Fox. First and foremost, let me start this off correctly. My name is Mike X. What's up, everybody? At Mike the Exception on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube. Google me. And I wanted to talk to you about the unfortunate, horrific events that happened yesterday. The mass massacre that happened in Orlando, Florida, how there's 50 dead and how 53 are wounded, and how now some of us as a country, we feel wounded. By someone who I agree with. The news is apparently going ahead and saying that they don't want to mention his name, and I'm going to go with that because I agree with that. I don't want people to think that they're going to get rewarded for doing such atrocious acts. So you shall be nameless. And what I will say to you, he who shall be nameless, is that I am sorry for you. I'm sorry because we didn't get to you soon enough. You were born in 1986 and you were born in Manhattan just like I was, Mike X. So in that respect, maybe, and I know the issues that I'm dealing with and the issues that today people overlook as far as mental health goes. So I'm sorry for you as far as maybe we didn't get to you in time, but I'm not sorry for anything beyond that. I'm sorry for all the things that you did yesterday, and I'm sorry for all the people that have to feel the results of an action that you don't even get to feel the results of because you're not even here. So second thing is, who's ISIL? Who's ISIL? I see them talking about ISIL now. I know of the Taliban. I know of ISIS. I guess ISIL is the Taliban ISIL. ISIL. Get to know ISIL. Regardless of that, I will say that this guy had 2 interviews, guys. 2 interviews at least. I've heard 2 interviews. I've heard 3 interviews. But he's also made 3 phone calls to the emergency people, to EMS, while it was going on. That's very peculiar to me. Why, after these 2 interviews, how he just was still able to even get a gun after cavorting with a known suicide bomber? How is he still able to get a gun? Not even a gun, a mass massacre weapon, a weapon that is mass destruction. You can totally take out a couple people. It's not bang bang, it's brakakakaka, brakakakaka. Like, this is how is that even possible? My honest opinion is that they knew the people that he would go after were going to be a group of people that were expendable. And I could do air quotes because I'm not on the radio doing a podcast. My opinion is that they could possibly have just kind of let him slip because they knew he was going to kill a group of black people, a group of gays, or a group of people that they consider as expendable, so that this would happen, and they could do whatever they need to do. Because, guys, look what time it is. It is time to vote. You notice that? It's exactly around voting time. Also, they caught a man from Indiana planning attacks in Los Angeles. It makes you think about the whole big picture, the amount of money Los Angeles pulls in, who lives in Los Angeles, the people that live in Miami, the amount of money going into Miami, New York, all these different things, and it's Pride Parade. Take the big picture, everybody. Also know that the NRA spent $56 million in this election on candidates. This is a fact. $56 million on this year's elections. So don't tell me that your candidate is for this or not for this or against this, because at the end of the day, $56 million speaks volumes. And even if Donald Trump doesn't need anybody's money, he's definitely doing fundraisers, right? Right. Or is he? So, from Donald Trump and that business to Christina Grimmie, who also had this atrocity happen to her in Orlando, Florida, which is 27.4 miles away from where Trayvon Martin was killed. And it makes you wonder, Christina Grimmie wasn't wearing a hood, but she was killed. Maybe it's some issue with the gun laws out there. Maybe it's a huge issue with the gun laws out there. Maybe that's somewhere that we should start. I need to commend all the first responders, all the people that were there that were actually in the incident. I commend you first for helping other people. Then I commend the first responders, because technically there's the second responders. Thank you all for helping each other. I also want to say that as a Jersey boy, what happened to Christina Grimmie is extremely unfortunate. But we can't overlook the mental health that people may be not getting as a result. Why did this happen to her? What was the relationship between this guy that shot her and her? Is there a relationship? What's wrong with these men? Was he in 1986 too? Like, what's wrong with us? Like, is something going on? Just like, comment, talk about how you feel. But I promise you, on my page, I do not tolerate negativity. You say something negative, you start cursing or anything like that, I'm just gonna block you, delete you, and then I'll probably send your name to the telebizzle, whoever they are. Listen, keep my page. I want educated people who can express themselves, who can help us all learn and broaden our minds. This is the time that it is for, and this is what the new America is. My album coming out, American Human, July 4th next year, but July 4th this year is my first EDM single. Thank you for watching, guys. At Mike X, I make the exception, and I love you. Love yourselves, please.